this is the Eye of the Swarm, and, well, I'll let this introduction say for itself. That was the intro to possibly one of the best games of all time, Shadow of the Colossus! To be more specific, the PlayStation 4 version. And yeah, a game where you fight giant monsters. And, well, that might be the official game intro, but it's not how the story starts, which, well, I'll let you see that as well as a voice of a famous character. The reason why I'm not reviewing any other version is because, well, I cannot get footage for them. Anyway, let's open this door and see what is inside. You see here, you can actually move the camera around. Just a little detail I want to point out. Now that we're inside, most of the story will be explained very soon. In fact, I don't even have to say much about it. And I don't really want to spoil much, so yeah. And if I did talk about it, this video would be 3 hours long, and no one wants to see that. Right, anyway, let's go down this spiral rockway.
was Yuhik. Aurel Yek for all. Ikudu You Solu Iondu. You little cock. I use you la cordoloya. Olik, Olazulam, cause. Ilzozeriku at Zoko. I'm no screwed. Laomism wop. Was you a dealers also? View houses is view. Ikola kizado you lola. Islis was I uku. Ao mizukikyo. You are lucky.
Oh yeah, and while there will be characters talking, I don't think they speak English. And I will voice some of the more important ones, which we'll see very soon. Thou possess the ancient sword. So thou art mortal.
Dormi for Alula. Ostu Hailwa Wukiwaikwa. Ujis Yazu Tsudoko was Nordekyo Wutira.
Thou art correct. We are the one known as Dawn.
Izukumku, Idus Orodo Iweriko. It's not ours, Amuso. Alu Tiklik, if the leads to Izo.
That maiden soul. Souls that are lost cannot be reclaimed. Is this not the norm of mortals? With that sword, however, it may not be possible.
Uronora.
That is, of course, if they manage to accomplish what we ask of.
Oil. I'll bet.
Behold the idols that stand across the wall. Those are to destroy all of them. But those idols cannot be destroyed by the mere hands of a mortal.
You do. You bet, Sanada.
In this land there exists colossal, the incarnations of those idols. if thou defeat those colossi, thou shalt fall.
Olam.
But here is the price you pay, may be heavy indeed.
Ola. You do new.
Very well. Rise thy sword by the light, and head to the place where the sword's light gathers. There I shall find the colossi thou art to defeat. Now be on your way. Okay, creepy voice. Now let's move on to the controls. You can jump using the X, and if you hold R1, you can use a light to help you find the colossi. And you can also use it for other purposes. And that's how you do a basic attack and a roll, and a bit more jumping and crouch. Now, let's move on to archery. And don't even try to hit these with your sword. It will not work. Though they do make nice targets. Just go and select your bow and arrow and hold it down in order to shoot. The stamina bar below has a few more features, but it will be mainly used here for a bit of target practice. Now, let's go outside and see what this world has in store, and maybe find our horse Aggro on the way. As we go outside, we now see our horse Aggro. Now, to mount your horse, all you have to do is get up close and use the same button that you use to jump, or press triangle, like it shows here. Now, to make him go faster, just press triangle. And, well, you can get pretty fast, and you can also steer the reins. Now, let's go on to that tree over there, and I'll show you something else. One of the few collectibles in this game. There's also the map I have to show you. This is the map of the entire Forbidden Land, and if you notice why there's so many clouds, well, it will be revealed soon enough when you defeat the giants. Also, this is kind of an open world game. You can go everywhere at once, though the game specifically has you fight each Colossus one by one. So you'll see the map in little pieces. Now, simply look up and you shall see a fruit. Now use your bow and arrow to shoot it down. Maybe this could be another form of target practice. Once it falls on the ground, get it and you'll get more health to help you in your battle against the Colossi. These are scattered around the world, so they might be hard to find. But get them if you could. On to the trip to find the first Colossi. And, well, he is literally right ahead of the temple. Just keep running and you'll eventually run into this cliff. And a little cutscene will play. I'll just let you see it for yourself. Now on to climbing. Just hit the R2 button to climb up these mossy ferns, to climb up ruins, fair, as well as the Colossi themselves. But I'll show that in the first battle. This game has a lot of climbing, and if you see that yellow bar on the side, that is your stamina meter. If it goes away, that means that you have to let go, so you must take rests. Now, let's enjoy the climb, and then we shall meet the Colossi. Everything I've been saying to you up so far has been explained through the gameplay. And now just listen to this little instruction and you can turn on certain areas. Now, on to the Colossi. Alan, the first Colossi. All you need to know about dealing with these gigantic creatures is that you use your sword to find their weak points, because you can't just slash at this creature. As you can see, there's one on its leg as well as one on its head. Now, all you need to do to begin the battle is shoot it, though it might be somewhat difficult. But as soon as you do, the battle truly begins. Sorry for the interruption. Now, let's move on to the battle itself. You must not get crushed by either his foot or his gigantic mace, which I failed to do right here. Hold thy sword to reflect the light of the Colossus. Its vitals shall be revealed. Thank you, Dorman. Now, just hold your sword up like this. As soon as the Colossus stops shaking, stab it, and then you'll go up. Then you'll get to the main weak point. And all the Colossi have nice designs, but I will not go for them here. You just have to wait. Now, I'll not talk until we get to his head. We reach the head. Just stab here and you'll eventually kill the Colossi. There are more on others, but this is the only one you get here. Well, the hard one has multiple points. Anyway, now let's watch this beast die. death of a colossi, black tendrils will come out, and no matter what you do, they come for you. And you'll be instantly transported back to the temple through this weird looking cutscene. Anyway, I'm just gonna let it play out. After the death of a colossi, a weird shadow creature will appear. This will happen to every time you kill one. Anyway, let's see what happens now. With that, the first idol is destroyed. Let's hear what Dorman has to say. Thy next foe is in the seaside cave. It moves slowly. Praise thy courage to defeat it. Now let's have a closer look at those destroyed ruins of this old statue of Valor. Yep, pretty broken, but you can somewhat see the face. Now, if you look into your map, you'll actually see the location of that Colossus. Very interesting, don't you think? And there's something else that I'll show once we go outside. If thou should find an altar similar to that one, offer a prayer before it, and thy wounds shall be healed. But really, those little things are kind of a collectible, and if you go up to one of them, I guess it will heal you. I haven't really looked at them that much. Anyway, now, let's have a look at a certain stream of light. You won't be able to see it here, but maybe you'll see it here. Here, you'll see what happens after a Colossus dies. A jet of light suddenly streams from its body and goes into the sky. I think there's a little storm in there. Anyway, if you want to know what these lone ones out in the wilderness look like, this is one of the few playing temples. Or whatever it's called. Anyway, now let's use it. And if you notice, there's actually another collectible here. A small little lizard, which you can try to shoot it, but it's pretty impossible using the sword. Now, you have to use your bow and arrow, but I kind of suck at this, so you're just going to have to watch me try and get it. But stick around, because it is very important what I have to say about this little lizard. Finally, I managed to get the little lizard, and if you collect its tail, you can actually increase your stamina, as shown here. Oh, not by much. You get a little bit after you kill each colossi. Anyway, on to another use for stamina. Swimming! While you have a base swimming thing on the surface, if you hold on to the same button you use to grab onto a Colossus, or just to grip in general, you can actually dive, as shown here. But it does not last forever. I don't know if you can drown in this game, since you always instinctively go to the surface. Anyway, there's one last thing I want to show you before I end this video, and it'll be shown now. Along with the shadows, every time you kill a colossi, little doves appear around Mono, as seen here. You can come up close to them, but they always come back eventually. This, I kind of find sweet. Now, there's one more thing I need to show you. Every time you find one of those things, it shows up on the map. Pretty cool, don't you think? Anyway, this is the end of the video. There are more gameplay footage, and I do not want to make this a video 3 hours long if I'm talking about every single colossi in the game. That will come later. Anyway, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you later when you'll see analysis of the Colossus.